I'm State Representative Peter Tercyak from New Britain, and that's the length of the speech about me. Yay! We're going to jump right in. We are very fortunate today to have Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur from Toledo, Ohio, coming here to join us to campaign for Ned Lamont for U.S. Senate. This is a little special for some of us who, like many people in this district here, Marcy Kaptur is a Polish American. In Congress. She's known for fighting for American jobs, and these past few years she has become aware that one big impediment to our country moving forward to having full employment and more, which she will explain, is our senseless spending on the war in Iraq.
Representative, what fire! That's that Polish-American fire in his belly. And I want to say what a great privilege it is to be here with the future senator from it has been a joy to travel with Ned, with his wife, all the different events that we have gone to together, and to just feel America coming alive in the state of Connecticut. The American people beginning to believe again that they truly can make a difference. And so Connecticut is going to blow off the charts at the primary and next November. And you're going to help the American people believe again that the Democratic Party and they can change America together. This is a message that our people need to hear so much, because so many don't believe anymore that we can really make a difference. So thank you for coming out today. I'll tell you a couple little things, because we are in a district with a lot of Americans of Polish heritage. The longest-serving woman in the Senate, longest-serving woman in the Senate of the United States is Barbara Mikulski. Yeah, Barbara. The longest-serving man in the U.S. House of Representatives is Congressman John Dingell, who is a Polish-American heritage. He has #1 seniority, #1. And the longest-serving woman in the House is Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur. Of Americans who have this heritage is they know a lot about perseverance, endurance, and hard work. They know about struggle. And so for those of you who may share another heritage, we just thank you very much for joining us today in this great common struggle to help change our nation, to help move our world toward a more peaceful world, one in which America is not a reckless player on the world stage, but helps make friends, not just enemies for our country around the world. And where our military is again treated with the respect that it is due, where they are not needlessly put into situations where they are not equipped and where their service is taken for granted and not properly rewarded. As I said in an earlier event this morning, we do not have readiness anymore in our Guard and Reserve units in this country because they have been overextended, they are under-equipped, and we have a situation where over 100,000 contractors are in the field alongside our military, being paid more than our Marines, being paid more than our enlisted soldiers. The demoralization that people who are on the ground know. I've had airmen say to me from Ohio, Marcy, what am I doing dropping Halliburton contractors who have new Kevlar vests and new boots over Iraq? Is that what I was, what I brought into the military system? Said, I'm out of here. People who have 20 years in are being demoralized by the contracting out of the U.S. military, like a mercenary force. This is something all of us have to be concerned about and go back to the principles of President VFW post of duty, honor, and country, and being patriotic, not there because you're rewarded with bounty to enlist. This is turning our military inside out. Appropriations Committee, I can tell you we are, as a people, are spending $11 million an hour, $250 million a day as we stand before these Stanley works, and we see the defense industrial base of this country eroding away before our very eyes, and communities wondering where the new jobs of the future will come from. We know that Washington's on the wrong track in terms of the war and also in terms of jobs. Look at that. We can see all about the future. So it's a great choice that I present to you the next future, wonderful, dedicated, honored, creative senator from the state of Connecticut, Ned Lamont.
Marcy, talking about Polish characteristics of hard work and grit, I want to add one more. It takes courage. And we've got more people who are stepping up every day saying this race is important and this race can make a difference. We just came from an event with Maxine Waters who reminded me the people across the country are looking at this race. And they're looking at this race because on a hot day in August 8th, the people of Connecticut are going to say what type of a party we are and what do we stand for. We're a party that's going to stand up for working families in this country. We're going to stand up against this war in Iraq. We're going to stand up and be clear about where we stand. And I think that's the message we're going to send on August 8th. And that's how Democrats start winning again, and that's how America starts winning again. One thing of a serious nature, if I could, because I'm looking at these buildings here, and I think of all the thousands of jobs and families that have been fed through hard work there. And there's a certain sense that this is inevitable, and there's nothing our country can do about it. And good-paying jobs are going to leave for the suburbs, they're going to leave to South Carolina, or they're going to go to China. You know, and that's just wrong. We have a country that's making bad choices. And the bad choices result in a lot of empty buildings and good-paying jobs leaving our country. You know, as Marcy said, rather than spending that $250 million a day in Iraq, we've got to start investing in our own country again. When it comes to our cities, when it comes to our jobs, you have to start thinking about education. The best edge that we have here in Connecticut is we have the best educated workforce on the face of this earth. We've got to keep that edge going. We've got to invest in education and make sure that our kids have the same opportunities that we did. Let's say something else. Transportation. We've got to invest in our transportation infrastructure. Especially our cities. We've got to be able to get freight. You've got to be able to get light rail. You've got to get people and merchandise from the cities and out to where people are. Talk about our ports. Talk about Newport. Talk about New Haven. Talk about Bridgeport. Those are things we've got to invest so that we can start being able to offload material, assemble material, distribute that around where we are. We have to invest in affordable housing so that people can live near where they work, near where their kids go to school. These are decisions that you can make to make sure that buildings like this are filled with people who are working, who are earning good-paying jobs, jobs that pay health care benefits, and jobs that provide a pension, and jobs that give you enough money so you can send your kid on to college. We're not doing that, and we're going to start doing that. And we're going to start doing that on August 8th. When you guys send the message, you're going to tell your friends, you're going to tell your family, you're going to tell your neighbors, you're going to go online, you're going to do grassroots, go door to door, do anything you can. Sometimes my handlers say, Ned, you're not very good at the ask. You always like to talk about issues, but you don't do the ask. I'm asking now. We've got 2.5 weeks to go. This thing is going to be determined by who turns out, who cares passionately, who believes that this country is on the wrong course and wants to change course. let's face it, Joe Lieberman says stay the course is the best strategy in Iraq, and stay the course is okay for America. I say we're going to change course. We're going to change course in Iraq. We're going to invest in our country again, and that's how we start winning. Thank you so much for being here.